What up, YouTube? How y'all doing today? Good to be back. Good to be talking to you guys. Last few days have been quite stressful. Really, the last week, maybe 2 weeks, have been really stressful with my job. It's the busy season. Things are picking up, and just really stressful. We'll just leave it at that. So I was out last night. I went out to feed my chickens. And I they all go in the cage, and I whenever they go in the cage, I always do a count. Even if I go out to lock them up at nighttime, I always like to do a count so I know each day that obviously all of my chickens are there, nothing's missing. So craziest thing I have, as I was telling y'all before, I have two Jersey Giants. One of them, Jersey Giant's, a very pretty, just very pretty chicken. She has like the perfect like body, perfect the way her back, creates that saddle look, creates that saddle back, and how it's like she's just a beautiful chicken. She's missing all of a sudden. No, as long as you have chickens, there's predators that's stalking them. I get it, but and I've had foxes get my chickens before, and other things. I've had chickens come up missing before because of foxes and whatever. But the craziest thing with this is that I don't see her anywhere. Obviously, she's missing. Um, and I don't see any feathers. I don't see anything that would indicate that something took this chicken. I've looking all in the woods, where they normally hang out when they're in the woods or whatever. It's just crazy because normally, if something gets a chicken, it's going to leave some feathers because chicken's flopping around and it's losing feathers, and whatever else is going on in the gist of a chicken being eaten by a predator. But there's no signs of anything. It's like the chicken just up and vanished. So I don't know. It's weird. But here we are, still dealing with all this corona stuff. We are getting through it. Life's good. We finally found toilet paper. Again, we don't really need it, but well, hold on, let me rephrase that. We were getting to where we needed it, but we are finally stocking up on some toilet paper here. We were very fortunate because a lot of times, a lot of people out there weren't fortunate. They didn't have some toilet paper already stocked up. So another personal hygiene products. We were pretty fortunate that we had some. Not that we like hoard the stuff or that we stockpile it anywhere. We don't do that. But we did. We were fortunate that we had some, and that it lasted us as long as we did. Because immediately, when you find out that those kind of items are hard to come by, excuse me, there are other ways around it, right? But you know, we get used to the accommodations that we have, right? So once we find out that, hey, toilet paper and other personal hygiene items are hard to come by, what do? You immediately start using it, or at least we do. I can't speak for everybody, but we immediately start using it very sparingly. So we were able to take what we did have and use it, you know, much more sparingly. It's all of a sudden you don't take those things for granted. The things that you normally take for granted, like, oh, I've always got this or I've always got that. When this stuff happens, it's like, oh. But we're very fortunate. So we were very fortunate to find more when we needed it. It's not right down the street at the local store like it normally is, but it's fine. Hope all of you guys are pulling through this. Again, I know it's stressful. Things what used to be our norm is no longer our norm. But we'll pull through this. You got a lot of these professionals, people out here, big huge educations and all that, and they're talking about this is going to change us, and it is. It's going to change us in a lot of ways. But let's think about it. Will social distancing always be a thing? Because we as humans, we like to feel closeness, right? Not all of us. Some of us prefer social distance, but a lot of people like to be together. They like the closeness of other people. So you gotta ask yourself, will this be the new norm? It's kind of weird. I mean, I think that we're all scared right now. I think that none of us want to get sick, right? But I think that once all this passes, I think that we'll go back to, for the most part, what we know as normal. Back to work, back to in-person company meetings, back to not being afraid to stand close to each other. I mean, let's face it, what we're dealing with isn't like you get it and you're going to die type of situation, right? Like that's like there are things that happen or that spread, and it's like if you get it, like it's like mandatory like quarantine type stuff. If you get this, it's going to kill you. That's completely different. This here it gets you sick. I mean, it'll get you sick, and it has killed quite a bit of people. But so far, the majority of everybody, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but the majority, or if I've missed something, but the majority of everybody that has had this and has passed away has died. They had other underlying health issues. So the reason why they're closing everything down, and the reason why the social distancing and all this stuff you see going on is because they want to slow the spread of the stuff so that it doesn't overwhelm our healthcare system more than what it already has. So I really hate to think that this way of life is going to be our new norm. I really hate to think that. We as humans, we need interaction. We need, it's good to feel somebody close. But listen, YouTube, that's all I have for you today. Again, I wish I could find my beautiful chicken again. I don't know what in the world could have. I mean, the only other thing I can think is maybe if another bird, a hawk or something like that, maybe swooped down and grabbed it. But and then the feathers would be more spread out. But I'd still think you'd see something. But I don't know. Anyway, one chicken down. Gonna be looking to get some more. I'm sorry, we've already got a bunch more babies over there, but at the other property where we keep them at. But anyway, all right, guys, thank you so much. Y'all have a great day. Have a great weekend. Hope to talk to you soon. And just remember, we'll pull through this. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, hit that like and subscribe for me, please. I really appreciate you guys. Have a good day. Bye.